Hello everyone! Today we'll take a look at the best mesh Wi-Fi routers in the market for 2021. I made this list based on my personal opinion, and I'll try to help you find the right one for your needs. To see the most up-to-date prices and find out more information about these routers, you can check out the links in the description below. Before we start, I have a question for you guys. Which router are you using right now and what is your opinion on it? Let me know in the comments. Number 5. Netgear Nighthawk MK63. Best for gaming. The Netgear Nighthawk MK63 is an entirely new type of Wi-Fi 6 mesh system. It's the first on the market based on the Easy Mesh initiative. As a result, in the future you might be able to use future-supported hardware from other networking vendors with it. For now, it's an excellent choice if you have a modest broadband connection or have wired your home with network cables. Netgear tends to reserve black for its more specialized gaming routers, and the MK63 is very much focused on demanding applications such as gaming and streaming 4K video. Similar to the case of the Asus Zen Wi-Fi AX Mini, you do need a switch if you want to link all of the MK63's hardware units together using network cables. As the first easy mesh-based solution, the Netgear MK63 Nighthawk AX1800 Mesh Dual-Band Wi-Fi 6 system is quite exciting. We'll have to wait to see how Easy Mesh pans out, but for now, by itself, the MK63 is a reliable Wi-Fi 6 system that won't burn a hole in your pocket. Gamers need speed from their Wi-Fi connection, and the high performance of the Nighthawk Mesh system ensures that you'll get lag-free Wi-Fi in every room. There's an Ethernet port on each router as well, so you can opt for a wired connection if you prefer. Number 4. Netgear Orbi Pro. Best high-end solution. Netgear likes to make available a basic model and then bundle peripherals with its routers to provide a complete out-of-the-box solution. The new Netgear Orbi Pro has the same objectives mostly as its SRK60 predecessor. Unlike the Forerunner, this one comes as a router-designated module and a single satellite-labeled part. As neither element contains a modem, any deployment will invariably require a separate cable or ADSL broadband connection. The overall build and design are similar to the Wi-Fi 5 version. It's still a bit bulky, which was a complaint the first go-round. In a business environment, though, it's less of an issue. Where the older model could cope with 5,000 square feet of office with one satellite and 7,500 with two, the Orbi Pro can handle a much larger office of up to 18,000 square feet with a maximum of 6 satellites. The new Orbi offers Wi-Fi 6 coverage with faster speeds and more devices being able to be connected. On top of that, the router has 4 1GB E-ports. Unfortunately, you lose the 2.5GB Ethernet port to the internet only on the base station, and the satellites have one 2.5GB E-port and 4 1GB E-ports, giving you a hardwired experience away from the main router. If simplicity and security is your top concern setting up the business network, Orbi Pro Wi-Fi 6 tri-band mesh router system is the right choice. Number 3. Amazon Eero Pro. Best for most people. One of the best mesh router manufacturers in the market is Eero, and they did a pretty good job with the Eero Pro. It's a very powerful and simple router. This one has been around quite a long time. There's even a newer version, but still the Eero Pro is one of the best because of its capabilities. What I like most about this router is how simple it is to set up. One of the best selling points of this router is an amazing app, because with the app you can easily monitor and control your network. It also handles software updates pretty well, and it gives you a one-tap button in the app to apply the updates and reboot it. I should also mention that the great power of this one comes when you start to add other Eero units to create a mesh network. The networks flow smoothly, and you won't have issues connecting your devices. There is a lot more competition now when it comes to mesh routers. Thanks to that, the Eero Pro is also more affordable than it ever was. It's also very easy to maintain and set up, and its hardware is just top-notch. If you're considering purchasing a nice performing mesh router, you should definitely check out the Eero Pro and see if this is the one you were looking for. Number 2. Google Nest Wi-Fi. Best runner-up. One of the best mesh routers in the market is Google Nest. It's a great option, especially if you want to invest in a single router that has an amazing performance and that can cover areas up to 2,200 square feet of space. First, when it comes to the design of this one, it boasts a pretty sleek all-white body that's very compact and comes packed with a white LED that'll indicate to you whether it's connected or not. Moreover, the setup process is very simple and easy. You just have to download the Google Home mobile app, and after you assign the basic information, the Google Nest will start working. Even though this router is a tiny one, it delivers an amazing performance because it's powered by a quad-core 64-bit ARM CPU of 1.4 GHz, and it has dual-band network, of which the first is 2.4 GHz and the second is 5 GHz. You can also set parental permission schedules, which is great. Overall, it's one of the best performers in the market when it comes to mesh routers, which also has a smart speaker with the Google Assistant, great range, and many more features that you should check out and see if this is the one you are looking for. Number 1. Asus Zen Wi-Fi XT8 Best Wi-Fi 6 Mesh System. Asus was one of the first networking companies to commit to mesh networking with its robust iMesh software that can work on most of its routers regardless of whether or not they were explicitly designed for a mesh. Asus has repeatedly proven its abilities with the Zen Wi-Fi XT8, which features a sleek and reasonably compact design with great capabilities. The routers come in white or charcoal colors and have 3 available Ethernet ports on the back of each. While they can be as bookends on a shelf, the Zen Wi-Fi AX has no provision for wall mounting and there's no third-party hardware available. If you have access to a 3D printer and feel adventurous, there's a printing file available for free to make your own plastic bracket. Forget about bragging rights for the fastest LAN on the block, because the Asus Zen Wi-Fi AX was well behind the best in most performance measures, but it can fill a moderate-sized home with data. The Zen Wi-Fi XT8 is capable of wireless speeds up to AX6600 with a tri-band setup. That's 574 Mbps at 2.4 GHz, as well as 1201 Mbps and 4804 Mbps on its two 5 GHz bands. While most connections today max out at 1 Gbps, the Zen Wi-Fi is ready for the future, with a 2.5 Gbps input for faster internet speeds, or more realistically, a fast wired home network. Buying guide. Price. Price is one of the most important features when it comes to buying a new router. There are plenty of them in the market right now, but you should make sure to pick the one that fits your needs best. They can vary dramatically, just like modems and wireless routers. The only thing you should look for is how many hubs are there included in your purchase. Quality of service, or QoS. Think of QoS as bandwidth management. It's a tool that lets you prioritize and allocate devices and applications based on your preference, so you can get the speed you want. Most routers already have this setting, whether it's plain and simple or gamified. They're all practically serving the same function. Some even have an adaptive QoS which learns what to prioritize based on your network activity. Ease of use. As you may know, a Wi-Fi system is pretty easy to set up. The only thing that you need to do is to set up the main hub. The rest of the hubs will replicate the settings of the main hub, which is great. If you want to change the Wi-Fi settings, such as the password or the network name, you also just have to do that on the router, as the satellites will replicate the change by themselves. Overall, the setup process is very simple and there are no complications.